because you ain't working together with others. Your problems are more important than everybody else's. You'll help them when you get your shit all fucking straight. You're never gonna get your shit straight, bitch. You're out on the fucking streets. Nobody's speaking up for you for the same excuses that you're making. It's because you're all lazy bitches in reality. You're lazy. You're fucking complacent. If you're gonna tell me about your fucking problems, keep in mind I'll post it on the internet. Don't tell me about your fucking problems unless you want something done about it. If you just want to bitch, don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. Don't tell me that you care if you fucking don't. You're being murdered wholesale, and you're laying down and taking it. And you're taking it out on the other homeless. Not only that, you're not taking it out on the homeless who are stealing from you. You're taking it out on the ones who are easy to victimize. Just like everyone else in our society. You're homeless. The United States wants to march you into the sea. Here in Oregon, we've had, 14 homeless camps in the last 6 months lit on fire. We got the police chief up there in Spokane saying that he hasn't even gone to see the homeless encampments because he doesn't go where there's criminals. He goes to jail. Does he not work at the jail? When he has to go to court, are there not criminals in court? Shit, he works with a bunch of fucking criminals. He hires a bunch of fucking criminals. What the hell is he talking about? Meanwhile, people in houses are taught to hate us by the police and by the media. The most disgusting thing for me is BLM. They're more disgusting than the KKK. Me Too is more disgusting than the KKK. Both of these are hate groups that operate with impunity. When it comes to the homeless and disabled, you guys need to defend yourselves. You need guns. You need knives. I know that most of y'all have knives, but you don't know how to use them. We get to see that the populations of the United States who are least likely to have firearms are the most targeted by police. You know why that is? Because police are bitches. You cannot be a police officer if you're not a bitch. Straight up. Take a look at Jim Hayes. Take a look at Michael Jefferson. Take a look at Scott DaCosta. Take a look at Jared Hahn. I'm not your bitch. And while you are too afraid to fucking come forward and tell the goddamn truth, Jesus fucking Christ, bud, I've been to prison to protect your ass. I've been to jail and more than one prison for protecting victims from pieces of shit, just like you. Or you say, oh, I'm not a piece of shit just because I'm homeless. You're right. Being homeless doesn't make you a piece of shit. Being a coward does. You will watch them fucking murder your neighbor. You will relocate to the other side of the building if there's a homeless woman being fucking raped. You will look the other way while a homeless woman like Jamie is punched in the fucking head. Won't say a goddamn thing. Oh, you talk about it's never okay to hit a woman. Really? Because it seems to me out of all those people over there in the Dalles and that homeless encampment being run like it's a fucking prison yard, they showed their bullshit was just bullshit. Dear homeless people, you're going through what you're going through because you fucking deserve it. You won't stand up for the person next to you. You will just let it happen. And then when it happens to you, you want to bitch. That goes for you in houses too. You want to pretend everybody on the streets is some sort of a fucking predator. And they fucking get treated like shit because of this, especially the males. And then when you end up homeless, you tell us, I didn't know it was going to be like this. That's because you fucking didn't listen, you stupid bitch. You fucking dumb goddamn cunt. Maybe you should have listened to the fucking victims instead of making fucking excuses because your granddaddy is a fucking racist asshole. Because your granddaddy is a sexist fuckhead. He didn't bother to fucking check the facts before fucking selling you that bullshit. Anyway, dear homeless people, you deserve what you're getting. Every fucking one of you deserve it. Every goddamn one. Just like these folks in houses. Looking the other way. While you bitch about them looking the other way, and then you looking the other way. You're a stupid fucking cunt who gets innocent people fucking killed within your own community. You allow the cops to operate with impunity. Just like when that asshole hit Jamie. There was one person who did something, and that was me. Me. What the fuck did the rest of those people do? You can see the video. They're trying to pretend it's not happening. That's right. It's never okay to hit a woman, so let's just pretend it didn't happen. Jesus fucking Christ, you guys are fucking idiots. A lot of these fucking idiots that wanted to be goddamn asswipes to me over this shit, now they're going through similar stuff. Ha ha, you dumb piece of shit. Ha fucking ha. You deserve what you're taking. Every time you tell somebody to let it go, you are letting a predator go. And you're making it worse for everybody, because those predators, when they get a big fucking head like Waylon Lolotai, or like Maddie Boa, yeah, you let them get a good head, right? A good head. It's good that they got a big head like that, isn't it? It's a good thing that Waylon Lolotai got a big head after assaulting me. And he went and assaulted Michelle Rodriguez. And he went out and he assaulted Sammy Leon Lawrence IV. And he went out and he assaulted Michelle Clark. And he got away with it scot-free because you dumb son of a bitches never listened to me. You don't listen to the male victims. You're too busy talking over them and giving fucking advice because you're pieces of shit. Then when somebody is trying to get fucking help, what do? You fucking won't shut up about your goddamn problems. Are you gonna fucking do anything about it, bitch? Then shut the fuck up. If you don't want my fucking help, don't tell me about your bullshit. If you're gonna fucking help me, you need to listen to me instead of me listening to you. And if you're gonna be a fucking piece of shit, lying goddamn alcoholic, fucking just go drink yourself to death somewhere. If you can't keep your word because you're strung out on meth, why don't you just go overamp somewhere? Why don't you just go OD somewhere? Why don't you? I mean, obviously, you're too selfish to help another human being, to even speak up for another human being. And you're too lazy to do a goddamn thing about your own situation. All these stories that I hear out here, I tell people, hey, I want to record this. If you're not down with it being recorded, don't fucking tell me. Because first of all, I'm not going to fucking believe you. Yeah, that's right. I said it. If you're a witness to a situation who's going to hide their name and hide their address and hide their phone number and hide every fucking thing that it takes to actually get you to keep your fucking word when you've done something like that, when you've taken advantage of a disabled person, you fucked up. You. And then you want to blame me, telling me I brought this on myself. That I deserve to be abused because when I was abused, I spoke up about it. Oh yeah, that makes real fucking sense, don't it, dumbass? And you guys, you know, you tell me all these things that, of course, I'm aware these things are happening, but you're not willing to tell the public. Instead, you're going to be a little bitch who wants to tell me, well, shut the fuck up. If you're not going to try to do something about your fucking problems, if you're not trying to get help with whatever it is that you're fucking bitching about, then don't do it. If you're not going to do anything about being raped, don't bitch about being raped. You want to bitch to me that you need a rescue because your boyfriend is fucking raping you, and then you're going to fucking go back to him. What the fuck does that say about you, you sick piece of shit? Then we got these women out here who want sympathy because they can get things that we don't. Most of the women that I know out on the streets have moved in with people, used their vagina in order to get into a place. And then, of course, they want to talk about how poor them, they had to have sex with somebody to get something. Well, shit, they already have access to more services than we do. They're heard more than we are. And yes, they can do that sex thing to get something. It's called prostitution. It's the oldest trade there is. It's older than bricklaying. Hell, even chimpanzees. Nearly their entire society is based on picking lice and prostitution. God bless America, right? We got all these homeless people that are bitching about homelessness. But as far as solidarity goes, as far as sticking together goes, as far as marching together goes, no, it's a bunch of bitches. They'll stand by and watch you while you are fucking raped to death. Make sure we don't accidentally run somebody over. Anyway, I have zero money to do anything with anymore. I don't have the ability to come back with coffee. Well, is it my fault? No, it's not. I fucking jump through all their goddamn hoops and waste all my goddamn resources. And at the end of the day, zero fucking help. So why the fuck did they waste my resources? Why did they lie to me and say that if I wasted my resources in the direction that they wanted me to, that I would get help? Because it brings them money. Just like Nicole Peralta. For almost a year before Natalie was killed, I was going to see Nicole Peralta. I was trying to turn in the abuse. I was trying to jump through the hoops that I was instructed that I had to go through to get help. At the end of the day, it didn't make any fucking difference because none of those pieces of shit ever spoke up. Why would they, though? They fucked up big enough that there's actually prison sentences that will be distributed. If I had some, I would. Yeah, it's a lowrider. What? I hope so. Yes, sir. And he was asking if I had any weed. When he says bud, that means marijuana, but in specific, it means the flower part of the plant. Probably just pull over here. Looks like I'm overheating. I kept it on too long. It didn't fucking go anywhere. You know whose fault that is? That's the fault of a homeless person. You know that homeless person's name? Sean David Schwartz. It's my fault I turned on the vehicle. It's my fault I sat there talking so long. It's my fault. I also just realized that I didn't plug in my phone like I should have. That is entirely my fault. Oh shit, my phone just landed in my can of breakfast. SpaghettiOs. The problem is we're being told about all of our free handouts that we're getting, and they're not free. When you expend 800 calories walking to a hobo feed so you can eat 600 calories worth of food, you're not doing so hot for yourself. I got a lot more to say, but instead I'm gonna go away. I gotta piss like a racehorse, and I'm sure there's a bathroom around here somewhere. Dear homeless people, you know that junkie next to you? That's still a person. You're addicted to fucking heroin, and you still think of yourself as a person, and you still want help. But that meth head right next to you, you can't see them as a person? Yeah, I get it. They became the drug, but so did you. They think there's still a piece of them left. You still think there's a piece of you left somewhere. I left my pieces just about everywhere. With every person I love, I left them a little piece of who I am. Fuck it though, right? We deserve this. We all deserve this because some of you are junkies. We all deserve this because some of you are alcoholics. We all deserve this because some of you are greedy, power-hungry pieces of shit. Some of you are child molesters or rapists. That ain't our fault. Now the homeless people, you know, there's all those junkies, and you know them. There's also people who ain't junkies, and you know them too. You also know the ones that are victimizing the homeless. Now, you guys got plenty of options. You could take the Stegeman option and remove their heads. Never have a problem with that son of a bitch again. Of course, then you're in prison. Then again, if you've got 400 homeless people, each one of them with guns, you can take over a city the size of Boulder, Colorado. Even with many of the homeowners having guns. There's probably at least 2 guns in Boulder County for every 1 resident. In Nebraska, there's 7 guns for every 1 resident. They say Texas has us all beat with 6 guns per resident, but as we all know, 7 is a bigger number than 6. We also know that Texas has a much bigger population, which is why they win. Per capita, though, yeah, Nebraska beats the fuck out of Texas. Do you hobos ever get sick of being told you need to move on? You know, if we clean house, we're doing a good thing for the world. Just like if the police would clean house, they'd be doing a good thing for the world. But they need to clean their house and we need to clean ours. With this victimization by the police, by law enforcement, and by the public, I wholeheartedly support your right to keep and bear arms. And not only to keep and bear arms, but to use them. At this point, if you're homeless, every American is a tyrant. Because none of them are doing a goddamn thing about this. Every American supports these Nazi politics. Every American. Even these Antifa bitches. Fuck you, Antifa. Fuck you, KKK. Fuck you, BLM. And fuck you, me too. When I say no victim left behind, I mean no victim left behind. You happen to be black, that doesn't mean that you weren't victimized. You happen to be white, that doesn't mean you weren't victimized. You happen to be a woman, that doesn't mean you weren't victimized. Meanwhile, what is BLM and Me Too pushing? Racism and sexism. That's what they're pushing. BLM is pushing that if this stuff happens to white people, it's not a crime. It's only a crime if it happens to a black person. It's only wrong if it happens to a black person. If it happens to someone else, we need to look the other way because it's taking away from the black cause. No, fuck the black cause. We the people means we, you dumb fucking cunt. Oh, and Mark Swanigan. Whew. You better hope you don't run into me in real life. You're twice my size. I'm not going to be fucking nice to you. Not even close. I will run my mouth until you put your nasty cockbeaters on me. And after you've done something so incredibly stupid, I'll make sure not to kill you. I will make sure that you survive. And I'll do my goddamnedest to make sure that you live as long as possible, preferably living long after I am dead. Joanna Taylor Smith, same thing. Derek Parrish, same thing. Candace Bondurant, same thing. Stay the hell away from me. Don't come anywhere near me, or I will take it as not only a threat, but a challenge to my life. You people tried to get me killed by fucking lying to me and lying to the public. Are you fucking kidding me? And Andrew Witcher, well, we can hope that karma comes and gets him. Michael Albert, we can hope karma comes and gets him. Chris Stegeman, we can hope karma comes and gets him. You fuck little kids, I'm going to tell everyone. I'm not on hobo's side. I'm on the side of the victims. And if the predator happens to be homeless and the victim happens to be in a house, I don't owe it to you to be on your side just because you're a hobo. Just like I don't owe it to you to be on your side because you're white. Just like I don't owe it to you to be on your side because Well, I happen to have a penis. I don't determine right or wrong based on what parts you have, stupid, nor the color of them. But I do point out that color and gender do have a lot to do with this. Women can't be predators. Only men can be predators. Men can't be victims. Only women can be victims. What do you mean? You can't be a victim. You're a white person. This only happens to black people. Fucking A. Seriously, you gonna believe people selling that goddamn rhetoric? You gotta be smarter than that. If you ain't, you should have not only your voting rights revoked, but you should probably have your rights to oxygen revoked. Do you like that? Do you like it when I say mean things back? You wanna fucking play word games with me? Well, these ain't games. These are human lives, you stupid pieces of shit. Those of you who are homeless and looking the other way, and then you want to complain that everybody looks the other way when that happens to you, you are fucking stupid. Not silly. That's straight up stupid. That's dumb. Sure, you may have been victimized to the point that you ended up homeless. But what did you do once you were homeless? You get stuck in survival mode. It's all about you. And then because you're in survival mode, you do desperate shit to other homeless people. You fuck our communities up. I'm not the one dumping child molesters off in the homeless community. I'm not the one dumping rapists off in the homeless community. And I'm not the crooked-ass goddamn cop who is victimizing homeless people over child molesters. I've been to prison to protect your kids, bitches. I've been to jail to protect your kids, bitches. Maybe you should stop being bitches and try being parents, you stupid pieces of shit.